So everybody, welcome. My name is Rosa Angel. I am the ship's social media manager, and I'm excited to bring you another magical Martes. If you're new, if you haven't seen them, we've been covering each week topics or events happening at National Convention. And this week we are bringing you competitions. So we have our competitions committees in the chat. If you have any questions on any competitions, they're available to answer questions, and we'll be bringing them live. Rosa is the best, thank you. And then having them give you an overview of the competition, how it's going to look like this year. There's a couple of changes for some of them. And we'll get started. First, we're going to bring Juliana. Juliana, if you are on, please let me know. Let me see if I can add you. Yes, I see you. And Juliana's with our graduate committee, and she is going to be talking about our new 3-minute thesis competition. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Glad you can join us.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us all, Rosa.
So like I mentioned,
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I will be presenting the 3-minute thesis, which is a new event that we're having during the graduate track, which is also under the academic track on the website. And the 3-minute thesis is a competition for graduate students, both master's and PhD, to showcase their research as well as practice their communication skills. And it will be during our hospitality suite on Thursday evening of the National Convention. And we have an application out now, and applications for this will be due October 15th. And our top 3 winners will be selected for cash prizes of $1,700 and $500. So super exciting. And they'll have the opportunity to present their thesis in person at National Convention. And at the hospitality suite, we will have partners from academia as well as industry. So it'll be a great networking event as well.
So the application is now open, and what do our members or graduate members have to do to apply? What are the requirements?
Yeah, so all you have to do is be a current graduate student and going to National Convention. And the application, it has been sent out on Ship Con Ganas newsletter email, which is for graduate students. And you just need to fill out your information and submit your presentation, and you're good to go.
Sounds easy.
We'll be having judges from our partnerships that we have.
Is the competition sponsored?
Is it? Is my Wi-Fi?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I didn't know my Wi-Fi was out, but yeah. So we will have the judges for the first round be people from our committee as well as partners, and then the final partners in academia and industry. So.
Awesome. So let's see. I know this is a new program or a new event, and I know we have also another research type event. So I want to remind everybody who's watching that we also have the Engineering Science Symposium that is open as well, and applications are being accepted until September 30th. What is your deadline again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, our deadline, no, that's fine. Our deadline to submit the application with the presentation by October 15th, and we will notify the top 3 on November 1st. And those top 3 will then compete at SHPE National for the first, second, or third prizes.
Awesome. And so also a reminder, you must be attending convention in Orlando, Florida. The dates are November 10th through the 14th. Anything else you'd like to share, Juliana?
I just really hope people apply. This is a great way to, one, practice your giving your research and sharing it with with our partners as well as with your peers. And also, I'm just excited to see what everybody comes up with. I think it's really interesting to hear everybody's research. And we hope that you apply.
Awesome. I have a question here. What is the difference between ESS and the 3-minute thesis competition?
Oh, yeah. So the 3-minute thesis competition is where you create a thesis specifically to be encapsulated in 3 minutes. You have a single PowerPoint presentation slide to present, and it is on a topic of your choice of your research. The ESS, I believe, is like a larger project that you have, and yeah, ours is a little bit more focused.
You'll submit like an abstract. You can submit a, I think like there's poster presentations. I don't know if I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure
I don't
what
think we're doing
ESS
poster
is,
presentations this year, but
yeah. Ours is a single idea that you present for 3 minutes.
Awesome. Let's see, do we have any more questions? Soraya says apply. Awesome. I'm just scrolling. Nope, I don't think we have any more questions for Juliana. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope somebody learned something and have people registered. Only 3 competitions. No, there is more competitions. We're just talking about the 3-minute competition right now. 3-minute thesis competition right now. So we'll bring up our cybersecurity challenge committee, which is Soraya and Deshawn. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you, Rosa.
Bye.
Bye.
Soraya. And then I'm adding to Sean. If I can find you. Hi.
Hi, Rosa.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. I am looking for Deshawn, and I'm trying.
He's here.
He's here? Okay.
Yeah, I saw him over here.
No, I saw. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I am finding. There we go. This is fun. Nice to see you again.
You too. Excited to see you soon.
I know, in Orlando, I'm excited too. I sent the invite to Sean. If you see it, please accept. There you are. Hi.
Hey,
Welcome you too. I'm so happy you can join us and tell us all about the cybersecurity challenge. If you want to give us a quick overview about it, whoever wants to go
Yeah, first. I'm going to have Deshawn take the lead on this one because he's been the champion of the cybersecurity challenge over the last couple of years. So I'll let him take the lead on introducing.
well, I guess it's me. No, how's everybody doing? Thank you, Rosa, for hosting Magical Martes. I appreciate it. Letting us get some shine time. Cybersecurity challenge is just that. It's a competition where it's a capture the flag competition between teams or individuals, and you basically try to solve a different type of cybersecurity issues, whether you have to use ethical hacking or other different tools or skill sets that you might have or use doing cybersecurity. It's available to anyone that wants to join and wants to learn about it, or anybody that has already done any competitions before. And you see what else.
When you say anybody, do you mean any major, student, professional, just anybody, literally anybody who wants to participate? So if I wanted to participate, I could.
You absolutely could.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
As long as you register for the SHPE 2021 National Convention, you're encouraged to participate.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So is there a portion of it where it's going to be virtual and then there's going to be stuff on site, or is it all going to be virtual?
We're going to have both. We're going to have a virtual game. It's going to be November 6th, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's the whole virtual game, and then we'll also have an in-person event that we're still working on, and it'll be like a small just challenge for anybody that shows up.
Awesome. Is there any deadlines that we should know for people registering, any members registering currently to convention?
November 1st for anybody that wants to be a part of the competition. If anything later than that, just contact us directly, and we can probably figure something out. So, but preferably November 1st.
And go ahead. Did you have?
I was going to say that the deadline is just to make sure that we're putting together teams prior to the competition. So it's just for us to make sure that we can put the team together prior to competition on November 6th. And you don't need to have a team of your own. So if you are wanting to participate and don't have a team set up or anything like that, you're more than welcome to just go ahead and register, and we'll be happy to team you up with somebody for the challenge.
Awesome. Those are my next questions. So glad you covered them. And then to register for these competitions, I want to point out that when you're registering for convention, there is an interest question that says which competition you're interested for. You can select one or all, whichever one you want to be informed about, and then we'll send you communication on how you can actually register for the for the competitions themselves. So it's a two-step process. You'll register for convention, and then you'll register for the individual competitions themselves. Or if it's like the ESS or 3-minute thesis, you'll submit information for those. Do you need to submit anything for the cybersecurity challenge other than that you want to participate?
Nope. Once you let us know you want to participate, we'll reach out and go from there. Awesome.
Sounds pretty easy. Is there anything you guys are excited about this year for the cybersecurity challenge?
The sponsors, excited that we have the NSA for the 3rd year in a row.
Awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
And,
our loyal sponsors.
Yes. And we also have Raytheon this year. So
very cool.
That's cool. That's cool. So
awesome. Well,
definitely excited to be part of the team. And something else that I just want to, anybody who's tuning in or who's interested or wondering if they should join, definitely encourage you to be a part of it. Cybersecurity is something that is super hot topic nowadays, and will continue to be a hot topic. And just having the experience to participate in this 9-hour challenge is definitely something that will be rewarding at any level of your career, whether you're a student or you're a professional. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be very valuable to be a part of. So definitely excited to be part of this opportunity and this challenge. I encourage anybody who's listening or who's interested to just go ahead and participate. And I know one of the things that in the past students have always talked about is that maybe participating in challenges might take away from the conference. It doesn't. It adds value to it, and it definitely encouraging you to be participating in them. And it's an awesome networking opportunity, not only with your peers but also with the sponsors. So I highly encourage you to be part of it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Zoraida. You definitely covered the highlights. I know we get questions about like, oh, am I going to miss the career fair if I participate? No, you will not miss the career fair. You definitely will have time for that. And you also have more dedicated time with the sponsors because they will be part of the challenge themselves with representatives from each company. Perfect. Well, if there isn't any other questions, I don't see any questions in the chat for cybersecurity. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate your time. And I can't wait to see what you guys accomplish with cybersecurity.
also we'll have Chris Hedner from the Latinx Cybersecurity Factor. He's a speaker and a mentor for our competition as well. So I wanted to.
Chris Hedner is also on the National Board of Directors. So yes, he'll be awesome. Great. Thank you for letting us know, Deshawn. And thank you, Zoraida, also for joining. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to see you both in Orlando.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we're going to be adding on for an innovation challenge, Andrea and Franco. Here we go, sending those requests. I think, Deshaun, you just have to exit out.
Oh.
Hi, Franco. I mean, your name is not Franco. Your name is Jonathan Franco. I forget every single time. Hi,
No, it's just Franco.
Hi.
Just Franco.
So happy to have you both. I see you're not wearing your onesies that you told me you were going to be wearing. They got lost in the mail.
Yeah, because of supply chain issues that are going on in the world, you know, they'll probably get here like after the call. So.
Okay, understood. Well, let us know what we need to know about Innovation Challenge and what you guys have planned this year.
Yeah, so I can get started. So the Innovation Challenge, for those of you guys that don't know, it's a 48-hour challenge, kind of like a hackathon type. We do want to encourage it to be a little bit more of aligned to design thinking. So we'll be breaking it up into a couple phases that align with the design thinking approach. So you guys will get to learn a little bit about that. You will be able to connect with a lot of our sponsors. So one thing I wanted to make sure everybody knew is that we have a total of 5 different sponsors that are going to be joining us. Yeah, so we have Rock Automation as our title sponsor, but then you'll also have the opportunity to network with, connect, get mentored by, judged by folks from Walmart, Boeing, Capital One, and 3M. So we have a really great group of sponsors joining us, and we hope everybody else joins as well.
Awesome. For this competition or the challenge, is there any requirements to participate?
No requirements. We accept any majors, any level of experience. Again, you're going to work with diverse teams out in the real world, so we wanted to mimic that in our challenge.
Yeah, and no, I'm just saying, you know, the limit is 100. We're going to have 20 teams of 5. We're going to be combining those individuals based on like experience, major. Really just want to make sure that it's very diverse, so that, you know, it doesn't matter if you've had experience before or if this is the first time you're doing something like this. You'll be able to, you know, be with other people that are in kind of the same boat.
So you also get to network.
Absolutely.
Do you have requirements when applying for this, or any specific things members need to submit when applying?
Yep, so the only thing that we are asking our members to submit is their resumes, and that is so that we can hand those to the sponsors. All of our sponsors want to know who is going to be part of the competition, so we're going to get that to them beforehand. The competition itself is actually a week before SHPE National, so you'll be able to access a lot of these sponsors before most folks in the SHPE conference will. So it's definitely a huge advantage.
Yes, absolutely. And then this is virtual, correct? And then you'll have an in-person component.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the entire competition will be virtual. The in-person component will be more for networking and connecting with sponsors and meeting your team in person.
And that deadline is October 15th. I'll give you guys a message just because Andrea brought up about the resumes. Something I told to SHPE USF, shout out in Tampa. You know, once you guys upload your resumes, these companies are going to be calling you from, you know, everywhere and anywhere. Even if you don't recognize the number, just answer it, please. Like, please answer it, because that could be a great opportunity for these companies to schedule some interviews with you, get to know you a little bit more. Andrea and I, over the last, you know, I don't know how many weeks, we've, you know, connected with these teams, and they're really, you know, just waiting for, you know, to get their hands on the resumes and talk to you guys. So it's going to be a very, don't just think about it as just an innovation challenge, but just an opportunity to definitely network and have, I want to say a leg up, but definitely have a connection with these companies that are hiring at National Conference. And by participating in this event, you'll definitely have something to talk about at a career fair. How great is that?
Yeah, and you actually will have like a ribbon that we hand out to all the competitors, and if you're a winner, you also get that. So now you have a badge of honor that you won or competed in a challenge, which is pretty amazing to showcase during the career fair.
And we're gonna have some really great, like, cool hats as well. I'm not gonna tell you what they look like. I just know that they're really cool.
Well, if Franco says they're cool, I'm gonna have to get one.
It's a hot commodity. First come, first serve.
Awesome. Is there any other thing that you'd like to share with our members who are like on the fence of competing for any of the competitions? I know you both probably competed before. I know, Jonathan, you are very involved in our national conventions from, I don't even know, I feel like when I first started, you were already a pro at everything. So any insight that you'd like to share for anybody who might be thinking and is kind of afraid to compete?
Just bring up a topic from the last competitions, where you mentioned that people think that it takes away from national conference. 100% against, that notion. You go on a national conference, it's definitely, when we went, Andrea, is probably 7,000 people, and so you're going to have a lot of people, you're going to have a lot of activities, whether it's workshops, whether it's, going to the career fair. You definitely want to make sure that you're making your money's worth, and you're really networking with all these companies. The reason I didn't go to my first competition wasn't actually with National Conference, but with HENEC in New Orleans, where we had a competition, and that's how I got my first internship, just because you were able to connect with these recruiters, have more of a conversation rather than, hey, here's my resume, hire me, kind of, stance. So people that are on the fence, think about it as the experience to be able to network, whether you're a freshman, whether you're a senior, you're going to get a lot from it, right? There's no wrong way to do it. It's just about having an open mind, definitely asking questions and making sure that you are as engaged as possible. We have mentoring sessions, like that I mentioned, and we're going to have some of our guest speakers. I think one of our people that are going to do a webinar is on the call there. You're going to be able to connect with them, get to learn what it takes to be a professional, really have that connection. So it's only a benefit to be able to participate not only in this competition, but all the competitions.
Awesome.
Yeah. And just to add to that, like if you are a freshman and you don't know how to get involved, or you're scared that you don't know what you'll do, we are making the teams as balanced as possible so that you're not going to be kind of thrown in the deep end of a competition. So definitely encourage everybody to join. Also, one thing that Franco or I haven't mentioned yet is that we do have cash prizes. So if you want cash, our first prize team will get $9,000. And then second place is $4,000 and third place is $2,000. So you could think of it as a free ride to SHPE if you win, which I encourage you guys all to try.
I'm sure we don't lose here. Everybody's a winner.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I don't have any more questions for the Innovation Challenge. Just remind us again of the deadline, October 15th. Yep. And as a reminder, the process is the same. You register for convention. You'll select that you're interested in participating in one of the challenges, and then we'll send you more information on how you can actually apply for the actual competition. And I think, Franco, you are also the lead on another competition.
Oh, that's my twin. I'm just kidding. That's also me.
That is also you. You're very involved in our committee, and I appreciate you for that. Can you give us like a quick overview of the pitch competition? Yeah,
absolutely. So Russell mentioned I'm the chair for the pitch competition as well. It's a new competition that we are having for National Conference as part of the entrepreneurship track. This year, it's being the first year, I definitely want to make it very open-ended to individuals. No matter what stage you are, whether you're a freshman, a senior, a graduate, if you have an idea, a prototype that you'd like to be able to market, learn how to, prepare a presentation and, get in front of actual entrepreneurs, this is a competition that you guys should definitely join and be a part of. There's no experience level. It's just more so, what do you have to bring to the table? What are you trying to market? And we'll provide the mentorship, so that once you get in front of actual entrepreneurs that we're going to have as judges and the panelists, you'll be able to kind of be as seasoned as possible, so that, if they decide to kind of communicate with you prior or after the competition, you'll be able to, launch a business and, give me some commission later on, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure they would be happy to.
Just one thing to note, I did change the deadline from the September 24th to September 30th, just to align with the early bird special that's going on. So if you haven't registered, register. And so I will be sending out an email update to those people that have said that they're interested. As part of the application, we are targeting to have a top 25 because the competition structure is going to be 25 participants are going to deliver a 3-minute presentation. There's going to be a first round of judging. That's going to lead us to the top 10. Those top 10 are going to go into national conference and then present in front of a panel of 5 judges, including one of our board members, Steve Bermudez.
Yes, I was just going to mention that because somebody else told me that.
Yes. And just to answer your question, yes, it is open to undergrads and graduate students.
Yes, open to all. It doesn't matter what your major is. If you have an idea, something you want to present, you can absolutely apply.
I would definitely encourage individuals that have some sort of prototype, whether it be something physical, something on a website, a code, just something that's a visual, so that we kind of walk through exactly what you guys are kind of trying to market onto the to the world. As part of the application, because it is going to be part of a selection committee is going to determine the top 25. We're asking for, let me pull it up here, just a bio of who you are, a picture, professional, hopefully. And then just, some questions that we're asking is, what are you looking to gain from participating in this competition? What is your prototype? Give us a high-level pitch. And, depending on where you are, have you thought about, what the future looks like in terms of a business model, a targeted market? We just want to make sure that we have an understanding as to where you are and what you're trying to give us, or kind of have a better idea of what we'd be, kind of getting from the competition or from the applicants. And that way the selection committee can kind of determine, which ones can kind of make the top 25. And from there, we can start the mentorship and then lead on to, the grand prize winnings.
Awesome. Did you mention if there was a sponsor for this competition?
Yeah, so the sponsor for this competition is Lockheed Martin. Shout out to them. They will also be at National Conference, and they are going to be part of the opening ceremony and have one of their. I'm still trying to confirm, who is going to be there, but somebody definitely very, very high up in the organization to give you guys an opening or to be a part of the opening ceremony and connect with you guys.
Awesome. Yes, amazing opportunity for our members. All these competitions. Thank you, Franco, so much for joining, and all our other committee members. We do have one last competition. That's the design competition sponsored by Nissan. I don't have a committee member to join us, but I'm going to be reading this so I don't get it wrong. But it's a 24 student members will be selected and split into 8 teams of 3. And it will be virtual over the span of 4 days. The dates will be announced later this week, and the deadline as well. You can apply as an individual, and they will group you as a team. And then each team will develop and refine a solution to give to a given want or need within the automotive industry. They will provide a daily project briefing presentation that will be evaluated by the design competition judges. And then the top 3 winners will be the final presentation, by accumulating in the final presentation by the top 3 teams. The winners will be announced during convention. The winners will also qualify from the champion team may receive an opportunity for an internship at Nissan. And then there's also monetary prizes as with all our other competitions for the top 3 teams. And if you compete for the Nissan for the design competition sponsored by Nissan, you can also get a reimbursement on your registration. And Dora, you're asking what are the prizes. The prizes are, I want to say, first place gets $9,000, second place $4,000, and third place gets $2,000. And these are split by the members of each team. And this is for the design competition sponsored by Nissan. More information on that competition is going to come out later this week. But if you have been registered, if you already registered for a convention or you are registering, the interest question lists the design competitions to select it, and you'll get more information on how to apply. I'd like to thank all our committee members for their hard work and dedication on all these competitions. It's not easy, but I thank you guys so much for also joining us on our Magical Martes and sharing all the cool work that you guys have been working on. We appreciate you, and I hope our members are learning and will apply to the competitions. We can't wait to see what you guys accomplish. And as a reminder, we have the early bird deadline that's coming up September 30th. Yes, participating in one of a kind competition is priceless. Yes, but you also get prizes, so that's great. We love our committee members. Yes, we do. Thank you everybody for joining. I want to remind you of the deadlines for the ESS competition. Submissions are until September 30th, as well as for the pitch competition. For the 3-minute thesis competition, it's October 15th. And I think I forgot the rest. I apologize. But all this information can be found on ship.org/2021. Thank you everybody for joining, and we hope you guys have a good evening.